Miss Annette.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well, and how are you?
Fine, fine.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming. Um, I was wondering if you can tell me what brings you here today.
Well, I would like to cut down on my sweets. I like to stop eating sweets. I have this problem that I just love sweets.
And why do you think you are actually? Why do you think you need help with it?
Because I would like to lose some weight, and I think that would help. And plus, I think it would be, good for my health too. Because I have a lot of friends that are diabetic, and I know they eat a lot of sweets, and now, I figured maybe since I'm getting older, maybe I should, stop eating sweets too.
So you care about your health.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You might think that it might affect you negatively, and in the long run, it would be beneficial for you to be a little bit more healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me? If you have tried to do this before in the past?
Yes, I have, and I think I only last about a week.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what stopped you from continuing your resistance to sweets during that time in the past?
What stopped me?
Mm-hmm.
What made me decide to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I made in my mind, I said, okay, you need to just,
Mm-hmm.
stop eating a lot of sweets. So I said, okay, I'm going to stop. And so I did it for at least a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started back again.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what caused that? Why did you start to eat sweets again?
I think I was watching TV.
Oh.
And I saw a commercial, and they were eating sweets, and I go, "Oh, that looks so good." So I said, "No." Then I gave in.
So it seems like it was your thought in your mind first when you saw the visual picture of it, and it brought up the maybe feelings of how good it tastes at times.
Mm-hmm. And plus, I have a sister too that loves to cook sweets, and we talk all the time. And she's always telling me what she cooked.
It's just, it's just wonderful to hear that people actually do cook. And you're right. However,
she loves sweets, and she cooks sweets with every meal. So
you're making me laugh.
I'm sorry, but
no, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It is. It seems like you have a caring family.
And I was brought up that way. Not every meal, but every dinner time, my mom always had sweets on the table, and we had sweets.
Mm-hmm. So it's maybe for you, it's maybe part of your culture.
Yeah, but I don't think it's healthy though.
So on one hand, you think about quitting because it would be more beneficial health-wise for you to stop eating sweets. But on the other hand, you hesitate a little bit because you really love sweets.
I do.
There's a lot of folks that love sweets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love sweets. I really do. Now, I have a friend, when we go out and eat, she doesn't eat sweets.
Mm-hmm. Well, how is that making you feel?
I do, to respect her, because I know she doesn't.
That's very kind for you to do.
But deep down inside, I really would like it.
You want to see one.
Mm-hmm. But I said, she doesn't like sweets, so therefore, I won't do it.
How does that? Do you think that might be I believe it's very respectful. Do you think it might be do you think for her not eating sweets in front of you or not eating sweets, is it beneficial for you when you do go out with her and spend time?
Yes, I do.
Does it make you feel does it make you feel any other way?
Well, it makes me feel like I can't do it because I have the willpower not to order the sweets with her.
It might be a positive thing, right?
Right.
Because you have the willpower to not to order the sweets.
Even though she tells me, go ahead and order it, it's okay. And I say, no, I won't do that.
It's very kind for you to do. I mean, it's very kind for you to do, and it's benefits you in the long run.
Right.
Can you tell me why you are trying to quit sweets now in this particular time?
Because I have a girlfriend back home. She's got diagnosed as a diabetic, and she loves sweets, and she's about my age. So I'm thinking, maybe I should cut back on it.
You don't want to be in the same predicament to be for example, sweets to affect you or any kind of other illnesses that potentially might come up a little bit later.
And I do have a friend who's a diabetic, and he loves sweets, which I think is the things he does is crazy. He sit there and eat sweets, and then he go ahead and take his shot, his insulin and stuff. And I'm saying to myself, why put yourself through all that?
Maybe he doesn't seem to. Maybe he doesn't have the strong willpower that he should have, right?
Right. And I see him do that, and I just shake my head and say, no, I don't want to be like that.
You are a caring friend.
I try.
In the past, can you tell me what sort of things you have considered doing before? Before when you tried quitting sweets, quitting eating sweets.
What did I do to keep from eating sweets?
Yes.
I would I ate a lot of fruit and stuff, which I know fruit has sweets in it too. But I figure if I was eating fruit, they'll keep me from eating cakes and pies and candy and stuff. I will do that. And if I see something on TV, that's I will get up and do something else, around the house until I think that commercial's over with, and I'll go back.
Did it work? I mean, it seemed like it worked for you for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, and it's you were substituting sweets with something still good, and maybe a little bit more healthier.
And I do know that sometimes when I get depressed, I will eat more sweet than I normally would.
Yeah, what do you think that is? When people feel depressed and they eat sweets.
I don't know. I think because it tastes good, and keep your mind off of what's bothering you.
Yes, people depressed, just like you said. Maybe it makes them feel better.
Yeah, it does.
Well, what do you think we can do? What do you think I can help you with, or what do you think you would like to get help from me? To maybe have a specific goal, in the right direction.
Maybe you could tell me, encourage me to cut back, certain length of time, or, keep keep a tally of, my sweets and stuff, and see can, I can cut back on it. Something like that.
Motivation and encouragement is powerful. And you brought up a very valid point. Writing down what you eat.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can think?
Keep me from eating sweets?
Keep you from eating sweets, yes. Maybe from keeping you, take your mind off of sweets.
Could I take a hobby or something, or exercise or something?
You think that will help you, for example, a hobby or exercise will help you in maybe minimizing the amount of sweets that you intake?
I think so. I think, when you exercise, it sort of gives you the energy and stuff. And then you say, hey, look, I'm doing all this work, exercising, I'm going to be putting all those sweets in my body. I think
that sounds great.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think you bringing up a very good point. When people exercise and they make an effort, they don't want to go home and start eating sweets, and all this work was for nothing.
Right.
Is there anything else that you can think of that might help you in meeting your goal?
Maybe when I shop, not to put anything in my grocery bag. Sweet.
So you think when you're gonna go to the store, you might want to skip certain aisles,
right?
And a good saying is, if you don't buy it, I don't have it at home to eat it.
Right.
Well, I think those are very manageable small steps you can take to hopefully later on achieve your goal. So let me see if I can understand. If I understand you right, you would like to take small steps in not eating so much sweets. You think that stopping totally, it might be a little bit over the edge.
Right.
I think that would be maybe would be difficult for you to do.
I think so.
And you also brought up several wonderful small steps that you can do to drive in the right direction. Am I right? Are we on the same? Am I right?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Maybe next session, Miss Annette, we can talk about your progress and see how you are doing, and see what we can help you with.
Okay.
Next time. Thank you.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.